next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Chamberlain. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Raymond Calais, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Chamberlain. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Second and 12. Off the play fake. Chamberlain. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abuka drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chicago.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Bears.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through.
The score, Rams 14, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Off play action. Chamberlain. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Well, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A final shot before break. Chamberlain. They'll find Everett there, complete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. Third down here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They run with Calais. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Escaping the pressure right. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Bears.
They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run. Calais. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake. Chamberlain. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Calais. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off play action, Chamberlain. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Brings up third down.
Off the play fake, Chamberlain. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Back to throw again.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Bears, first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks him, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Flushed out right.
That's complete to Mooney.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
he hits him in stride. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Chicago.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
His pass incomplete from the contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Chamberlain. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football. That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor. They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over. It's been loud in here so far. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a run with Montgomery. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Bears.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here at overtime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what